everyone, Maggie and Jen again at REcolorado. Thanks for joining us this week as we talk through the July market statistics. And this is going to be really fun because the numbers were incredible for the month of July, and you all are working hard and it shows in the data.
Yes, at REcolorado, we want to give you the numbers and give you the facts so that you can be the expert that your clients turn to. Today, we're going to be covering residential properties for the 11 metro counties in Denver. And we're going to talk about year-over-year numbers, so July 2019 versus July 2020. We're also going to talk about month-over-month numbers, so that compares June 2020 to July 2020. Let's jump in.
Perfect. Let's start with new listings. These are the new properties that came on the market throughout the month of July. Of course, their numbers were strong, right? We saw both of them increasing with year-over-year a 15% increase and a 3% month-over-month increase for new listings. In terms of pending properties, so these are the homes that are actually going under contract, we saw another significant year-over-year increase of 27% and a slight cool down month-over-month of 4%. If you remember last month, we talked about pending listings as being kind of astronomically high. They were way up there over 100%. So a slight cool down still shows that our market is strong and nothing to worry about here. Pending listings also give us an indicator of what we can expect from closed listings, right? It should be a flow from new to pending to closed. So with this slight cool down in pending listings, we can expect closings to probably slow down a little bit over the next couple of months as well. Speaking of closed listings, this was the showstopper of the month. Closed listings, we saw a 21% year-over-year increase and a 16% month-over-month increase. But really, it's the quantity that we saw here. Over 7,000 closed properties in the month of July was the highest closings on record for the entire Denver metro area ever.
Amazing.
Big month. So I hope you all are closing deals and making money.
Yes, that's awesome. We also saw closed prices of homes stay steady through July. We had a year-over-year increase of 9% and a month-over-month increase of 6%. So that's great news. Denver metro homes are keeping their value and prices are staying high.
Yes, get those sellers to put their listing on the market, huh?
Yes. And here we see closed listings by price. So the most homes sold between $300,000 and $600,000. We also saw a pretty hot luxury market in July with over 400 homes selling for at least $1 million. So hot market, hot luxury market in July. Looking at days in MLS by price range, we can see that the between $300,000 and $400,000 was the fastest time homes went from active to pending. So with 17 days in MLS, that's pretty quick. We can also see here that higher end homes or pricier homes tend to stay on the market a little bit longer than our lower priced homes.
Yeah, and in general, almost all of these average days were decreasing this year, right?
Yes, overall, days in MLS has dropped significantly. So homes are just flying off the market.
Good, demand is strong.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about some year-to-date numbers. So these are a total number from January through the end of July. What we want to point out here is that even though these are lower, a decreasing number, down 6% as compared to the previous year, down 3% for closed listings as compared to the previous year, this gap is continuing to shrink. So previously we were double digits here, and so now becoming single digits is a strong sign that the market is rebounding after the pandemic lows that we had. Next up are showing activity. This chart is produced by Showing Time, and it shows us the percentage change in showing activity since January 1st, where the chart starts at 0. You can see that the blue line is for 2019 and the yellow line is for 2020. Here at the very tail end of the graph is where we can see 2020 has been a very strong showing year. In fact, the showing activity is higher than the past year, and that indicates strong buyer demand.
Yes. They were pent up for a while there, and now they're coming out strong.
They're breaking free.
All right, weeks of inventory represents the number of months or weeks it would take for all of the current inventory of homes to sell. So looking at this graph, the Denver metro area is at 4 weeks of inventory. The national average is 4 months. So we are selling, inventory is tight, we're selling homes really quick. Year over year, this is down 3 weeks, and month over month, it's down 1 week. So to wrap this up, what does this mean to you? Year to date, new listings and closed listings continue to increase. Like Maggie said, we're closing that gap and getting back to pre-pandemic numbers. The increased number of showings and increased number of pending listings shows that we have serious buyer interest, and a limited supply of new inventory and that high demand from pent-up buyers will continue to hold our prices strong. And you guys are probably feeling this, but inventory is tight and probably will continue. So get those new listings on the market.
Yes. Thanks for joining us today. We do have a number of other resources. If you're wondering, we mentioned that these stats are for the 11 Metro County area. If you want to narrow it down a little bit further and generate your own market statistics, please watch our video next week, and we're going to show you how to generate stats for your farm area and get really specific with that neighborhood information.
Awesome. And we also have training classes. The market intel class is great to jump into all the other tools that are available to you. So you can pull stats, like Maggie said, on your farm or maybe a neighborhood that you have a new listing in. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great week, everyone.